This famous bagel bakery in South Korea with a box at the counter for patrons wanting to tip staff has highlighted the growing controversy over tipping culture in South Korea.
Hello, this is Il Young from Korea Now. In some countries around the world, tipping employees at commercial establishments such as restaurants and cafes has become the accepted norm. Especially in places like the US, a person who does not tip can be considered as being rude and ill-mannered. In South Korea, where no tipping tradition exists, almost no one worried about tipping until quite recently, when one after another trendy places started to promote tipping.
The tipping controversy in Korea is growing as the taxi calling platform Kakao T introduced a tipping function on a trial basis, and recently, a story of requesting a tip at a cafe became a hot topic on the internet. Since July 19, Kakao Mobility, a taxi calling platform, actually launched a gratitude tip function on its Kakao T Blue. Immediately after using the taxi call service on the Kakao T app, and only when the service is rated at 5 stars, the highest score, the tip payment window appears and passengers can choose between 1,000 won, 1,500 won, and 2,000 won. Citizens' opinions on Kakao T's gratitude tip function are mixed.
제가 한 번은 비가 엄청 많이 왔을 때 카카오 택시 앱으로 택시를 부른 적이 있었는데 그때는 진짜 팁을 드리고 싶더라고요.
최근에 택시비 인상이 많이 됐고 거기에 따라서 금전적인 부담도 많이 커졌기 때문에 아직까지 팁 문화에 대해서는 저는 아직간 회의적이라고 보고 있고요.
On the 18th, an online community member said there is a cafe that requires tips, and the person taking the order at the counter asked, "How would you like tip a hard-working employees?" and showed a tablet PC with 5%, 7%, and 10% tip options. The reaction of South Korean consumers who have seen a tip box or steps to nudge people to give tips at restaurant or cafe have generally been negative. Some consumers say they don't feel they are getting good enough service to give a tip, and point out that the price they pay includes the cost of the service. Many have said that instead of passing the price on to consumers, employers should raise their employees' salaries. Meanwhile, according to the consumer data platform Open Surveys poll on the perceptions of the taxi calling platforms employing a tipping function, 71.7% of respondents were opposed to the introduction, while just 17.2% of people saying they are more in favor of tipping.
The negative reaction of Koreans toward tipping culture is expected. First of all, since Korea operates a mandatory minimum wage system for workers, the tipping culture aimed at making up for hourly wages lower than the legal minimum naturally draws criticism. In addition, not only in Korea, but also in the United States, where the tipping culture is prevalent, the rate of tipping is rapidly increasing due to soaring prices around the world, with new words like tipflation emerging to reflect the growing burden of ordinary consumers.
Strictly speaking, under the current Korean law, if a restaurant or cafe asks for a tip, it may violate the Food Sanitation Act. This law stipulates that food service providers must attach or post a price tag outside or inside the business place and receive the price according to the price tag. In this case, the price list refers to the price that the customer actually has to pay, including VAT.
Tipping can be seen as being part of a culture or moral code of a country that is not legally binding. Therefore, the introduction or abolition of the tipping culture should be carefully reviewed based on social consensus and mutual respect among all interested parties. What do you think about the tipping culture? Let us know your thoughts. As always, we will keep you informed about this and all other interesting issues on Korea Now.